Hello everybody, and welcome back to Vintage Survival. I'll keep that shut, keep the chickens in a minute. We're at the end of September, and I've forgotten where I've put. That's in here, isn't it? And I've I went round the outside actually. This at the end of September, we will soon be moving into October. I want to try and get some. I don't need to, I suppose, but I'd sort of want to get some some preparation done to try and get that field into grass. Obviously we're in September, we'll be into October. There won't be, I don't think, any mowing done at this time of the year yet, but there's no reason why one can't prepare the ground. Why have I brought, I might be able to put solid fertiliser down actually as well, but first I'm going to pop, I think there's going to be a way of unloading that. Yes, and it's just there. We'll drag that back a bit. That's not a problem. I'm going to get it topped up with lime. Interesting. I was expecting a different texture. It is doing the lime thing, but possibly not how I was expecting. I bought 2 bags of lime because I've got the trailer with me. I don't want to keep walking backwards and forwards to the shop. This is the point of the year where we've got nothing to sell because of that. Money is very, very tight. We've got to be very careful about how much we're spending on stuff. That's just got me thinking actually. I want to prep this field for grass for when we get cows, but all of a sudden now I'm wondering whether I should have cut the grass. I could have just made some grass bales, couldn't I, if I'd have got a mower to sort of get us ready. I still can, can't I? To be fair. To be sure. To be fair, to be sure. But I think it's very important that we try and do things correctly. So we're going to lime first, then a layer of fertiliser. Then what should we, then we'll plough. We could have put manure down, but we've got actually we might get manure or slurry from our cows, wouldn't we? We haven't got a manure pit, so I don't think we'll get manure. There is manure up at the store though, and we can get a small spreader, so that's pretty good. I was worried about getting this done before it's too dark, but I don't think that is that much of an issue actually. I might cut the grass around ours, because then it might start. I suppose we just cut it next in the morning tomorrow. The only thing is that you get a growth stage with every time you sleep, and night comes on one day months, and it completely changes the way I'm used to playing it. Not necessarily in a bad way, but it certainly makes the challenge a bit different. Obviously some people probably play one day months all the time and have great results, but for me, I think for this episode we'll focus on getting this prepared as much as possible within the half an hour or so I can record in. So as it's getting pretty dark, it's not too bad actually, it's 6 o'clock. I'll tell you what, there's been an update, and I think they've adjusted that sudden drop off of daylight to night. I think it's a lot more gradual, and I'm so glad they have done that, because I found it horrendous, as I'm sure many of you guys did as well. I'm actually quite impressed. This spreader's really good. It's going to be really useful because we can put all sorts in this. We can have hope I'm going in a straight line. This will do that one. Solid for lime and manure. I could have put manure. We've got 2 bags of seeds and 2 bags of fertiliser though, so I may as well keep going with that. And it's got a light on it. How good is that? Right, I'm going to crack on. I'll come back and see you in the morning. I'll stop when it gets too dark for me to see. Okay. It's morning. I've left some lights on some things, but that's fine because it's 7 AM. We're up for an early start, and I had a late finish because I've just lost a couple of hours getting carried away. I'd limed this field. I'm pointing, you can't see it, but I limed this field, then I went round with the fertiliser, and I had those, it was about 296 litres of Just make sure I'm not creating fields. That's good. Turn on plough. Ah, yes, very good. Hey, there's a water course appeared. And stones, which is excellent. So I fertilised this field and it used hardly any to put a first fertilising state in. Ooh, bit of a push uphill here. Let's watch for those trees in the way. Fog's up here this morning. Yeah, fertiliser, it didn't empty it. At all. It used next to nothing. So I thought, right, I'll carry on to try and use it up, because I wanted to get it out. I didn't really want a small pallet of it lingering around, basically. Not got a lot of storage space, have we? Let's clear this out. We're not going to put tyre tracks on it, doesn't really matter. So I carried on, and I'd done the field at the side there, and then I'd done the other field up over there, and I've still got nearly 100 litres of it left. It's used like 2/3. A couple of 100 litres basically has done the first fertilising state of all 3 of our fields. That's incredible. So then I decided to lime the long field up there. Long field is what it'll be called at the minute. So I've been and limed that late into the evening, then come back to our bigger field at the back of the house, and at that point I said, no, let's get some sleep and carry on, otherwise I'm literally going to have I'd literally done a lot. And that's not what we're doing today. We're here to get this field ready for grass. The others can wait for now, unless we're going to plant in. Let's take a run up the middle. Unless the others, I suppose there could be something that needs planting. Pop light on. Loving the torches. This is a decent sized plough, isn't it? But yeah, unless there's probably stuff we could plant, like winter wheat, winter barley. It's a tricky one because I've not made a decision as to what we want. We probably do need some cereal crop for the chickens. We can also have some root crop, but we don't have to do a whole field. We could split a field in 2, couldn't we, at these sizes? The main point here is we want a decent grass field, which is this field, and they're all in such bad shape. We need to get the soil prepared and as best as we can do, which is what we're doing here basically. I'm not sure whether we'll get it grassed and rolled, but because it looks like I'm going to have to get stones off it, I think I might want to cultivate it before putting grass seed down as well, because I don't fancy mowing it without. Oh, Deb would be rolling it as well, wouldn't you? I suppose maybe cultivate just to get the other bits up. Would we do that? Should we do that? I guess on a grass field. Yeah. Am I gonna though? Is that bit needs ploughing is what we need to see. Let's gone through that nicely. But we will get this. I bought the stone picker. Don't think we'll do anything with the stones unless there's somewhere to sell them. If not, we may have to put something in to sell them. It's a bit of extra income. I'm certainly not going to go down the route of that was a lucky judgment, wasn't it? I'm not going to go down the route of making lime and stuff, because it's too much money to spend on something, unless there's a ridiculous amount of stone picking contracts coming up on Kinlake. There's not that many coming up at all. But I'm quite happy to collect the stones and not damage these hand tools. I feel it's quite important. Drag it out, that's it, drag it. Definitely getting a workout today. This is some serious stuff. I'm going to finish up at that end. I suppose I probably could plough that bottom field while I'm at it. No, one field at a time. Yes, this definitely is to be a grass field, I think. 100%. I've decided, I've made a decision. That is what it's going to be. And I have also ordered a roller and a seeder, and the roller looks incredible. Small, very small, but it looks great. Right, I'll carry on and I'll see you in a moment for a bit of stone picking. I've just realised if that stone picker fills up, what am I going to do with it? I'm going to need a wheelbarrow and a spade because the bucket doesn't work. Oh, could you? No, the bucket's only 100 litres. I don't know what the litrage on the stone picker is. But I guess we'll be finding out, won't we? I have to say, when the sun comes through this fog like it is now, it's absolutely stunning. And I don't know what I was worried about with the stones, because there's hardly any of them. Almost a bit pointless. However, I'm going to do these fields properly. And the good thing is I don't need to do the cultivator, because this is sifting through and giving us a bed ready to go. So that'll do us no end of good. So in that case, we're still pretty early on time. I think we could probably, we may as well have a blast at getting the seeding. We've got seeds down here. Seed, I need to go and pick up seeds and, no, the seeder, not the seeds, seeder and the roller. and then that's this field ready to rock and roll. It'll just need another it'll just need another fertiliser state on it once it's germinated, and we're good to go. I could have just drove around and picked up the bits of rock, but when I realised this was going to sort out the ploughed state, I thought I may as well just do the whole thing. Save me doing the cultivating, won't it? Excellent. Anyway, I'll see you in a minute once I've been to the store. I've completely forgot that we'd got different grasses and stuff, haven't we? So 113 litres still. And at one point I'd walked off to get a bottle of beer and I'd left it running. So economical. We can go around that way, can't we? Fruit chickens. So yeah, I'm thinking we'll put field grass in, because that'll that should be quite nice, and different set of nutrients for the cows when they come along. Hopefully tastier milk, more profit. Well, not more profit, but you know what I mean. Better quality and a stronger customer base, therefore. This guy with his coat. Yeah, he's a cool dude. Cool dude, man. Didn't think he liked that, did he? Oh, we're here. Ba-dum-bum-bum. That got a bit deeper. Was there any water in the culvert? No, that's quite filled up though, isn't it? Sounds like it though. Right. Unfold. That's it, that handle goes up a little bit. Field grass. That's it. I don't turn it on. Interesting. I don't think it's doing anything. Oh, it is. That's quick. Oh, I can't really see that well though. I wonder if I should use GPS to line for me, because the one thing you don't want to be doing is missing any now, do you? Oh, we've got some deer. Well, that's not right, is it? Do it, Miss Sen. I can see it from this angle. In fact, I'm going to go from the middle out. I'm going to go from the middle out here because I'm an absolute renegade. Yeah, can't see it well from there. Can't actually see it from here now. What's the map saying? If it needs rolling, then it must be good. Da, 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 da. Of course, it would have been nice if we'd have got something to move these about with all in one go. I didn't want to bring in all the equipment straight off the bat because well, it'd take the fun away if we got all the equipment straight off, but having to go up to the shop and back each time to fetch something new is a little bit labour intensive. That's going to happen in these early stages though, isn't it? Once we're fully up and running, there'll be a bit more variation on the go. We're in October now, aren't we? What's the sale saying? Still nothing. I've only put a few extra vintage mods in, to be fair. I have put some old tractors in though, just because I think let's focus on this side. I'll put some old tractors in because I think, as much as we don't need at the minute, if one was to come up dirt cheap, and I'm not saying that we'll end up becoming massive farmers on this area, because it would take a long time, but if, say, we got to the point where we were making good profit, that we could employ people to be doing these jobs for us, well, you know, that's good for the local community, isn't it? Got to stop trying to do that. It does turn really well. All of this stuff turns really well, but it looks terrible. Nice. So we're making decent progress with this, to be fair. Let's just check there. Yeah, easily over halfway now. And the sun is bursting through, that October sunshine, warming us up. Right, I shall continue and come back when it's time to start rolling. I'm hoping I have made an assumption that we'll be able to turn this into field grass. I'm now wondering if we only grow new crops just for a laugh. Might need certain things, but I might have a look into that. Might be worth a go. Anyway, I shall see you shortly with the roller. I'll tell you what, I can barely see where I've been, but it's working according to map. Can't zoom in any more than that. That's strange, isn't it? But this is an absolute simple piece of engineering that just works excellently. Get out into the sun in a minute and I'll stop and show you just the level of detail on this. It's a stone roller, as in it's made of stone. Big bit of quartz looking at it, to be fair. But this is going to be the best meadow grass, field grass, sorry, and the whole of the area in the village. which seems to be, when I'm talking to them up at the store, they're a bit sort of, when I'm asking for certain bits, they're a bit, I think it's a sort of basic, just get the job done sort of thing. Stick it in the ground, wait for it to grow. Don't bother with the weeds. I had to order in the fertiliser and I had to get it shipped in, so I doubled up. But just have a look at the stone. Look. Like a marble. Ruddy lovely. Ruddy lovely stuff. Simple pleasures in life sometimes. Probably could have got that all down in one go, couldn't I? Never mind. Anywho, that's about us done for this episode, because I've got a lot more done than I was expecting. 10 AM. I think off camera I might get the lime down on all them, that last field, so that's all of them limed, ready to go. Then we'll be looking at ploughing. I'm gonna have to sit down with a crop calendar to work out what we should be growing and whether we should be lost my arm there, whether we should be splitting some of these fields, because they're quite big, aren't they? That's the trouble. That first harvest that we got up, well, it's not our first harvest, it was just a bonus harvest, weren't it? But we don't know just how good the harvest we're going to be getting. But actually, quick look, 77. Now bearing in mind the wheat we were taking off and the barley, that was 22% yield. So we should be looking at a much better yield when that comes in. Another fertilising state on this, and that should be up to 100, maybe, well, I'm expecting more than 100 on this. I won't have to worry about weeds on here either. I'd hope not. I wouldn't have thought so. But anyway, that is where we'll leave the episode for today. This is pulling me down the hill. I'm on a roll there. I'm on a roll. You're welcome. I'm thinking that's not gonna, unless you turn it on. We don't need to turn it on because there's nothing in the ground. Right, I shall see you on the next episode, I hope. If you've enjoyed this one, please hit the like button because it helps the algorithm so other people can see it. If you're not subscribed yet, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. If you got any comments, suggestions or ideas, then feel free to hit them in the comment section. I'll read and reply to everyone. Until the next time. This needs to go with my grass stuff, which we're going to need to right tidy up and sort out. Maybe those partitions are going to have to come in. But until the next time, thank you so much for watching. And bye bye for now. The fog's gone. What a bonus. An absolute bonus of a win. The greatest day ever. Oh yeah, I'm going to be able to see that much better in daytime.